Hi, I'm Cozy Friedman, and I'm here to give you the lowdown on lice. Here's what you need to know about lice removal. Right around the time you're feeling like you finally got this whole mom thing down pat, you get a call from your kid's school informing you that your child has lice. Now, if you're really lucky, this will happen right in the middle of an important meeting, and you'll probably be on speakerphone. So lice, now what? First, you'll need to verify for yourself that your child actually has lice. A misdiagnosis is not unheard of, so you'll want to be sure. Now, all you need is a magnifying glass and a flashlight, and the one on your smartphone works perfectly. You're looking for 3 signs of lice. The first is irritation from itching. Look for redness around the ears, crown, and back of the neck. The next sign of lice is the actual bug, called a louse. It's about the size of a sesame seed. Use the magnifying glass and flashlight to inspect the scalp. Lice are light-colored and have 6 legs with little claws at the end, but it's not certain you'll ever see them because they scurry away from light. You're more likely to find their eggs called nits, which is the 3rd sign to look for. Nits are teardrop-shaped and attached to one side of the hair shaft. They have a pearly shine and are about the size of a grain of sugar. Now, don't mistake dandruff for nits. The key difference is that nits don't come off easily. If you run your finger over a nit, it'll feel hard and stubborn, as if it's glued on. If you've verified at least 2 of these 3 signs, it's time to check the rest of the family. Now, despite popular belief, lice are more likely picked up and spread at home rather than school, so check everyone in your household to be safe. Okay, it's definitely lice, so now what? Once you've verified, it's time to act. It only takes a matter of a few weeks to have a small lice problem turn into a big lice problem. Get going on the laundry first, since it's going to be a boatload. Now wash all bedding, towels, clothing, and beloved stuffed animals in the washing machine and treat them to a high-heat spin in the dryer. Next in line are hats, scarves, jackets, and coats. For items that aren't machine washable, seal them in an airtight plastic bag for 48 hours, since lice can't live longer than 36 hours off a human scalp. You see, lice need us to live, just like we need coffee in the morning. Soak brushes and combs in very hot water, at least 130 degrees, for 10 minutes. Now it's time to vacuum everything. Couches, cushions, car seats, you name it. If it can be vacuumed, do it. You'll also want to have a series of potentially awkward phone calls with friends and family who may have been exposed. Next, you'll want to address the scalp. First, you're going to need a Nit Comb, which is a special fine-tooth comb, usually metal, found at most pharmacies. And then some easy household items: hair clips, wet wipes, a Ziploc bag, and most importantly, Netflix or a full DVR. Unfortunately, the most effective treatment is the old-fashioned method of combing hair with a special Nit Comb and removing them manually. Section the hair into a manageable grid using clips, then carefully comb each small section of hair from 4 different directions to remove any nits. Wipe the comb with the wet wipe carefully after each section to contain the removed eggs, and dispose of the used wet wipes in a Ziploc bag. Continue moving across the scalp until you've addressed the entire grid while you binge watch that show you've been hearing about. It's important to make sure you have removed all eggs. It takes eggs about 10 to 14 days to hatch, so you should keep up with checking the hair every single day. If you miss one and it hatches, the cycle starts all over again. You can also pre-treat hair with a special lice shampoo, but talk to your pediatrician before selecting one. And keep in mind that some contain powerful pesticides that lice are beginning to show resistance to. Home remedy treatments like smothering hair with olive oil or mayonnaise are other options to consider. Basically, it drowns the lice in salad dressing. Not a bad way to go if you think about it, but should be used in conjunction with the combing process, not instead of it. Since lice can live up to 30 days on a head, repeat this combing grid every 3 to 4 days for the next month to be sure that you've halted the cycle and removed any stubborn eggs. No more lice. Now what? It's time to turn your attention to prevention. Lice happens, but it doesn't have to happen again to you. Use natural products like my Boo Lice Prevention Shampoo and Lice Prevention Spray featuring tea tree oil, rosemary, peppermint, and lavender to safely and naturally keep lice at bay. Remember not to overwash hair, since lice love a squeaky clean hair shaft for attaching their eggs to. 2 or 3 washes a week is about right to allow natural oils to build up. And remind kids not to share combs, brushes, or hats with this helpful rhyme. If it touches hair, we don't share. Check out our other videos for more information about lice, and always remember, lice are more afraid of you than you are of them.